Mazda is proud to have been named the best SUV brand by U.S. News and World Report. Right now, get 0% for 60 months on both the Mazda CX-30 and the Mazda CX-50. Experience the Mazda difference and save thousands at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda on Airline.
That would be concerning and maybe set a precedent moving forward.
If you have plans to be outside, you might hit a couple of these little passing showers.
A drug bust and a few arrests made. Look at what they hauled in here.
Good morning, 7:03 here on a Wednesday. We're starting out actually quite beautiful in our part of the world. Hopefully that's an indication of what's to come this weekend as many of you prepared to spend your time with family for Easter.
Beautiful now. You came back.
Oh, that's sweet. What? I missed your beautiful faces.
That's
so
like,
nice.
That's like level 4 out of 10 on the Riz game.
Wow.
I got nothing.
You got it.
But,
you got it.
Obvious.
Sweet.
Speaking of beautiful, how you doing?
Wow, what a come on.
It was okay over
Dishing out
there,
compliments.
keep it over here.
now you're getting into like
Now I'm
Johnny
getting-
territory.
He
right.
has to fill the void. That's
He's
what
on a
he's
boat,
trying.
man.
You went from
He
sweet
sure
to
is.
creepy
I
like
did.
that.
It doesn't take me that. It's not a far, it's an easy journey.
Oh, man.
But actually, you know what? Right behind you. Beautiful. Look at that sunrise out.
How about the shot that I've dialed
That's
up for you?
gorgeous.
Yeah, beautiful view right now. Scott and I, camera in Port Allen, looking back across the river this morning as the sun gets ready to come up over the capital city. That view brought to you by Our Lady of the Lake. So it is a beautiful start outside this morning. A little bit cool. Right now we're at 52 in Baton Rouge, and now some spots in our area starting to hit the upper 40s. Hammond, New Roads, Opelousas, Macomb all at 49. Gonzales right now at 54. We are running a little bit cooler than we were 24 hours ago. You can see Baton Rouge down about 5 degrees from this time yesterday. We are going to start to see some clouds rolling in, we think, as the morning wears on, and by lunchtime partly to mostly cloudy. Temperatures in the mid 60s. We'll go with a high of 71 today, which is slightly below normal, not too far off, but some clouds around today, so keep that in mind. At times not going to be the prettiest looking day, but we will keep it dry. So the rain we had Monday night and early Tuesday, that shifted to our east, but here come the clouds. You can see them starting to break out in East Texas and western Louisiana. Those will start to move in over the next few hours, but not expecting any rainfall out of those clouds today. And as we look to our west, where we kind of track storm systems moving our way, not much expected over the next several days. There's a big area of low pressure spinning off the coast of the Pacific Northwest, but that one not going to move a whole lot. So right now looks like a fairly quiet pattern here through the end of the week and right on into your Easter weekend. So Good Friday starts out fairly cool in the mid 40s, but a high of 78, mostly sunny, just an overall beautiful day. Saturday, 55 in the morning, up to 82 for a high. So starting to trend warmer, partly cloudy and dry. And then your Easter Sunday, a mild day, 61, mild start, kind of a warm afternoon, 84. Might be sweating a little bit if you're outside, mostly cloudy, but it also stays dry on your Easter Sunday. All right, as we said, fairly quiet weather here through the end of the week. Now Thursday and Friday mornings will be even a bit cooler than what we're seeing right now as we drop into the mid 40s, but the afternoon's just about perfect. Dry through the weekend, warming up this weekend, even warmer early next week. Monday, the 1st of April, could hit the upper 80s. And that looks like we got our next cool front moving in. Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, not looking terribly active at this point. A few showers. We'll go from a high of 86 on Tuesday to a high of 72 on Wednesday. 7:06. Jared's been keeping an eye on a little trouble on I-10 this morning. Let's get a live update on that. How we doing, Jared?
We're doing okay, Dr. Steve. I-10 westbound at Essen, still a little bit slow. The computer shows that they did clear away that one incident, but still definitely a residual backup there, not only on I-10, but also on I-12 westbound. We'll show you that in a second. I-10 westbound over at Perkins, moving a little bit better, not much, but still it is moving, so that's good news. Still have a crash at 37 Greenwell Springs Road. That's at Denham Road, northeast of the downtown area. And again, that Essen crash, that's been cleared, although it's still causing a problem. I superimposed this one. This one just popped up. That's I-12 westbound, and that's a crash over at Airline Highway. So now that starts to make a little bit of sense, because I was showing earlier that backup on I-12 west. It goes from Jubin Crossing Boulevard, and it starts to clear up right when you get to the other side of Airline on 61. So that's about a 10-mile delay right there. Now, of course, it's not completely stop and go, but it is definitely moving a lot slower. Then going out towards towards Kenner at the big airport. I-10 Bonacary Spillway, we've got a little bit of a slowdown there. I don't think it's going to cause too much trouble. And now these times are starting to show a little bit of a delay. I-12 West Juban, the 1012, again, that's a little bit less than 30 minutes. The average speed at less than 30 miles per hour. So you may want to take a few extra minutes to get to where you're going. Plaquemine Sunshine Ferry is looking good. Boat 1, Boat 2 in normal status. You are good to go.
Well, good morning. It's 7:08. Following a number of headlines for you, including one that agencies really across the world are tracking.
This is that story that you knew as soon as it happened, obviously yesterday morning about 1:30 our time, that it was going to grab the attention of the entire country. The world will be looking in on this. The collapse of the Francis Scott Key Bridge across the harbor there in Baltimore. New this morning from the Coast Guard, they're saying that they've suspended the search for survivors. It is a recovery mission now. They believe there are still 6 people from a work crew who was on that bridge as it collapsed, still needing to be recovered. But again, they don't believe they're going to be found alive.
No. So today, though, the NTSB expected to release some more information because overnight they were able to find actually the black box from that ship there that was able to, they were able to recover that last night, and they're anticipating to get some of that data off of that ship, find out what led up to this, the moment where it hit that bridge there, led to the presumed death of those 6 individuals working to fill potholes on that bridge. A lot to follow today. 12 NTSB investigators are expected to be on site looking into this, but Matt, there are so many more questions about how this happened, exactly what happens next year, and how this impacts the U.S. economy. We're talking about a major port of harbor here. Goods from cars and trucks to sugar, $80 billion worth of resources coming into this port.
There.
How quick can we get it up and running to get those goods back? It could be a month, it could be a year.
And that is, just the maritime issues there of the port. I mean, rebuilding the bridge is something really different. How to maneuver around it and get that port operational again, that's a lot to be seen. We'll continue to follow that for you. Major story, the entire country following that. Let's get you back into South Louisiana. I wish we could start with something good here, but still more violence in South Louisiana. Baton Rouge in particular here. Another shooting in the capital city, another deadly shooting in the capital city, Liz. And not only deadly here, takes the life of a man, it also badly injures a little girl.
Let's take you to the Colonial Terrace Apartments there off of Wooddale Boulevard. That little girl, a child in critical condition this morning after being rushed to surgery. After this, a shooting there Tuesday afternoon where we're told a man was killed. That girl at last check still in critical condition this morning, still waiting to find out exactly what her condition is moving forward. But Matt, we still have a lot of gaps in this investigation. And this shooting comes a day after Baton Rouge leaders called for an end to this violent crime streak that we're seeing across Baton Rouge. Right? Multiple shootings, but this one, anytime you talk about a shooting, taking the life of someone, it's awful. But when you talk about a child who's fighting for her life right now, a lot of answers. And so Chief Thomas Morse Jr. says he's going to devote all those resources to it. The mayor says that they're going to throw everything they can to this and all of the investigations to figure out how do we move forward from here.
Well, one of the ways maybe, speaking of resources, a youth center, right, for at-risk youth, and we're not saying that's what was involved here with that shooting or whatever, but centers for at-risk youth, giving them some options, places to be and places to go. We're actually expecting conversations today about actually a couple of those setting up.
That's the goal here, to make sure that their time is occupied. So we're going to learn about funding, where it's going to come from, how this is going to come into play, right? So the plans are going to be explained about 10 o'clock this morning. It's going to happen there, 4385 Government Street. We're expecting to see exactly how this is going to work, how many agencies and organizations are involved in this conversation, but one scheduled to be put in Mid-City, another one in North Baton Rouge. And when we find out those exact details, where they're going to be placed, who's going to man them, what this really entails, we're going to pass along those details for you at 9 News at noon.
All right, so let's get you to West Baton Rouge. Conversation going on today about some high-end like auto thefts, right? So we do the stories. We actually did a story today, in fact, on the most popular cars being stolen. Are you driving around in one of them? They've had some issues, and so they're getting together, a little conversation, if you will, among leaders about what they're seeing and how to prevent some of this stuff.
So that's happening at 2 this afternoon at the West Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's Office, their training facility. We're expecting to get some updates on exactly who all is involved in this investigation, what their haul led up to, how many people possibly are arrested in all of this. All of those details are set to come later on this afternoon.
We got about 90 seconds left. We can rip through a few of these. Regular session is still in play. A lot of conversations going on right now. We'll keep you in the know. One of the bigger talkers is inspection stickers for cars. Are they still needed in the state? We'll keep you in the know. Liz, I thought one of the interesting stories, though, we talked about today, Southern University. I mean, getting a big-time deal here. I mean, what a great recognition. They're a new patent center?
Yes, so if you have a business idea or you'd like to trademark a name, starting at 1:30 today, it's going to open there inside the John B. Cade Library. So if you're interested in attending that kind of introduction to that Patent Resource Center, again, head on over to campus 1:30 this afternoon. Big get over at LSU's campus, LSU Pro Day today. You got 6 NFL head coaches and 100 assistant coaches heading to campus.
I mean, and then media from all over the country. You're going to have CBS, ESPN, SEC Network all covering it. Again, it begins at 10 o'clock this morning. We'll let you know. Of course, our guys are going to be covering that as well. And there you see right there, Give Day for American Red Cross. If you can, send a little love, little financial love their way. So yeah, a lot going on. But thankfully, the forecast for us is better than we have had in the last number of days, clearing up nicely.
That's the goal.
Yeah, we're going to keep it quiet, looks like, the next several days. Now, right now, while it's mainly clear, going to have some clouds rolling in. Keep that in mind. So at times, not the prettiest day maybe today, but overall pretty quiet. That includes through the Easter weekend. We keep it dry. Just going to get kind of warm. Might be sweating a little bit by Easter Sunday.
Still, we'll take it. For the Easter egg hunt, it's kind of nice to be dry out there for that, right?
Absolutely, yeah. No complaints when you're looking at dry weather like
exactly.
that.
Don't put the jelly beans like in the plastic eggs. You don't have the Easter Bunny do that, and then hide them out there the night before.
Or the peeps.
Who did that?
Lesson learned?
Ants
maybe?
everywhere, man. Everywhere.
I'm a fan of the peeps myself.
You don't have the peeps?
I'm not a peeps, no.
They stay good for like 50 years.
I don't know.
If you're ready to score savings on your new vehicle, the play call is simple. Make your way to Team Honda. That's where you can see the new 24 Civic, named the #1 compact car on the road and the best compact car for the money. Score your new Honda savings at Louisiana's #1 Honda dealer, Team Honda.